When you log into Bruce, you'll see that it's very simple, easy to use. We have two options: search for your school or create a custom team. I'm going to start with create custom team, show you what that looks like. Then we'll move into the school search, which will then bring us into the art templates and make everything make sense. Create custom team button. We always say this is if you're working with a travel baseball team, a club volleyball team, a city rec league, or a corporate account. So I'm going to go ahead and click this blue button here. You're going to see that's going to open up a new window. We've got options for all your different text things here. We've got team name, team mascot, short team names, initials. Again, you can put in corporate names in here as well. We can select up to 3 colors per team or account. We'll go ahead and click on this blue tile here. You can see that'll open up this limited color palette. But if we click on this button in the top right of that window, you'll see we have a full color palette where you can put in hex number, RGB, Pantone, dial in the exact color you're looking for. We also have this eyedropper tool, which is super handy if you're pulling colors directly from a logo. This eyedropper tool is not limited to just the Bruce screen. I can come over to a different screen and pull a color from over there, and then you're set, good to go. From here, we can add in an image for a logo. We can either drag and drop or we can browse. We accept SVG vector files or a PNG or a JPEG, and I'll show you what happens if I grab a PNG here. We're going to open up our file here. I'm going to select this PNG right here. When we select a PNG or a JPEG, we're going to get this convert to vector at the bottom. We're going to click on that. We're going to show us our original image. It'll show us the converted image. Looks good. We'll hit confirm. We get the success message, converted to vector. We can also do a better vectorization if our PNG is not high quality. So I'm going to show you a lower quality PNG and what we can do with that. Click to convert to vector. You can see that this original vector conversion is not very good and you're not going to want to use it. If we scroll down, we have this try experimental vector conversion button at the bottom, toggle switch. I'm going to go and hit that. It's going to take a few seconds, but you will see that this is improved greatly. So if you pull in a lower quality JPEG or PNG, it doesn't look good the first time, go ahead and use that toggle switch at the bottom there. We also have the ability to add from library. The first time you open up this library, if you haven't been subscribed to Bruce before, it's going to be empty. This is going to store all of the art that you've uploaded. It's a great way to keep all your art organized. It's better than uploading the same image 7 times in a row like we did here. So as long as you know the file name, you can search that. And we also have a generic graphics library, also searchable, able to pull in anything from our generic graphics library. From here, we would hit apply, which would bring us into the art templates, but it would also save this as a custom team so that you don't have to come back and recreate this from scratch every time you come in. And to view those custom teams, we're going to hit this button in the bottom left-hand corner. Click on that. You can see everybody in your organization's teams. I've got Steve's, mine, Joe's. I can click on this edit button in the corner here. It'll bring up all the information about that team. From here, I can edit it, add in images, colors. I can launch it to the builder using this button. I can delete it if I no longer want it. Same thing if we go back to the home screen. If we scroll down, our 6 most recent custom teams are going to be at the bottom there, or we can hit this view all button, and that takes us back to this page. Okay, let's get into the school search. Our school search database has over 130,000 schools, almost 30,000 high schools. So we're going to go ahead and search for Colfax High School in Colfax, Washington. There it is. We'll click on that. Now we are into the art templates. We have over 2,000 templates in here currently, adding to this monthly. When we add to this, we're going to base the sports off of what are Nike, Under Armour, Adidas doing at the college level, keep it fresh so coaches want to buy it, kids want to wear it, and that kind of thing. In the top right, we have our activities. So we've got our 5 major sports here: football, basketball, soccer, volleyball, baseball. But then we have this drop down that has everything else that includes things from rodeo to pickleball, band, debate, choir, almost any school activity you can think of. I'm going to go ahead and click on football. When I click on football, you can see that number 157 next to football. That means we have 157 football templates. As I scroll down here, based off my earlier statement about Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, you can see that a lot of these are very recognizable. This is definitely a very Nike-esque logo. So those are the kind of things that we're looking for when we update those. From here, we can change our team colors. Let's say instead of royal blue, we want Columbia blue. Instead of athletic gold, we want Vegas gold. Everything updates automatically within the templates. We can also change our product color. So we want to see what this looks like on a white background, or we want to see what it looks like on a black background. Super simple, updates automatically. We can always revert our colors back to the database default by hitting this button right here. Everything goes back. Okay, let's click into a template. Let's click on this one. Again, from here, we can change product color, we can change team colors, but now we're also able to edit any of these text fields that are available. So let's say instead of Colfax, I want this to say Bulldogs. Instead of 2026, I want this one to be 2027. These two are not limited to just 2 characters. I can go established 1945. Just keep in mind that the more you type in here, the smaller it's going to get because it is a small print zone. From here, we can also scroll down and see our different colorways. Just an easy click through to give you options with the colors that you have selected rather than having to go and change these one at a time. And then from here, we can also download this template in multiple different ways. We have a transparent PNG for our team stores. We have a JPEG or a GIF, which are just static files to email to somebody. Or we have our 4 different vector file types, SVG, PDF, EPS, AI. Those are all print production ready at that point. All right, let's go back. We also have products. You want to see what this looks like on a t-shirt? There's a t-shirt for you. You want to see what it looks like on a hoodie? There's a hoodie for you. We have a drop down with all of our products. Tons of soft goods, polos, quarter zips, sleeveless, men's and women's of everything. We also have some hard goods down here, laptop bag, mug, drawstring backpack, that kind of thing. We are also able to change the color of our products. Let's see what this looks like on a black sweatshirt. There you go. Keep in mind that these are just generic products, not brand specific, just to give someone a look. Let's click into the same template we were in earlier, but now we're on a sweatshirt. You can see everything here looks very much the same, but now I can scroll down and I can see a larger view of the actual sweatshirt. From here, I can change the print zone location if I want to. If I want this left chest, there you go. I want it on the back, I click back, and then I look at the back view, and there it is. Again, we have our different colorways down here, just easy click through to give you an idea of what colors you want. And then we also have this feature to download all colorways at once, transparent PNG, JPEG, GIF, vectors, all the good stuff, same stuff as before. Okay, let's go back again. From here, we can go up to the locker room button in the top right. We'll click on that. You can see that this looks very much the same as our Create Custom Team window because it actually is. You're able to change anything you want to about the school name, mascot, etc. You can change your team colors. And from here, you are also able to upload multiple logos or graphics for a single school. So I'm going to click into our library here. I'm going to search for Bulldog, and I'm going to grab this one. From here, I'm going to hit apply. And now you can see that I have an extra button up here next to my Bulldog logo. I'm going to click on that, and I can switch back and forth between my logos there. Scroll down, let's look at a template. We can also switch our logos within the template itself, just super easy, click back and forth. And we also have this button in the top right that says Show Advanced Options, which allows you to change the size of your logo. If you need it bigger, if you need it smaller, you can do that. And you can always reset it by hitting this button right here. Okay, when I hit the apply button in the locker room, that also automatically saved this as a custom team. So every time I come into this school, I don't have to re-upload those same logos every time. If I go back to the home screen, you can see that's my first saved custom team. I have both logos in there. I can still switch back and forth between them. However, let's say you went in here, you messed something up, you don't know what you did, but you don't want that anymore. You can always search for that school again, and it will revert back to the database default. You can see I searched it. There's only one logo in here now. So you can't mess anything up by doing anything in the locker room. You can always revert back to the database default. Let's go back to our example with 2 Bulldog logos. There we go. We've got both of them again. We also have the ability to share this. So let's go to football again. Let's say a football coach comes to you and says, hey, I need a t-shirt for the upcoming season. I'm not really sure what I want. Can you show me some ideas? We're going to click on football. We already did that. We're going to click the share button. We're going to scroll down a little, create link. We're going to copy this link and email it to the coach. The coach will click on that link. He'll open it up, and you can see everything looks very much the same. You can still change colors, products, activities, switch back and forth between the logos. And you can see that we have defaulted to football because that's what we're on when we click that create link button. Everything else looks mostly the same, but you can see now if I click into our template, we have watermarks behind there and we no longer have the ability to save, so that someone can't take this art, take it to someone else and have it printed out. Okay, back to our main screen here. We also have some championship templates. If I scroll to the bottom here, you'll be able to see that we have tournament, district, league, regional, state, sectional, all the different nomenclatures from around the country that people use. These are a great way to be proactive with your sales rather than a football coach coming to you 2 or 3 weeks or sometimes 2 or 3 months after they win the league championship. If you know they're going, get 5 or 6 of these ready as soon as they win, send it off to them. Don't even make them think about it. We do have some non-school activity categories as well: police department, fire department, summer camp, fun run. These are just a good way to give you more options outside of just school activities. And again, you can change any of your colors, any of those text things that you need to, and go from there. All right, we also have our same vectorizer tool that allows you to actually download a vector file. So let's grab our same one here. Vectorized, perfect. If you need to vectorize something and use it outside of Bruce, now you can do that. You can download any of our 4 vector file types and you can use it that way. Let's go back to the home screen. Let's go back to our templates. I think that's it. So that's all we got. Thank you.